Hey, you guys, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Shine On at Home with Cindy. I hope you guys are having a great day. Y'all, it's gray again here once again. Y'all, I'm sitting here in the office by myself and just doing a little thinking, you guys. I'll just tell you this. I've been sick, and y'all, I don't know where you live. There is something bad going on right now. I don't know if it's the flu. A lot of folks are having the flu right now. Other folks are having, I don't, RSV type stuff. I have been sick, and I'll just tell you guys, I went to visit my dad the other day and take him, his stuff. And he was sick. And no joke, y'all, 2 days later, I had the exact same thing that he had. And I've just been down. This is the 4th day. Today, I feel good. But I will tell you this. In 4 days, I have had a lot of water, a half a cup of broth, and about 4 crackers, and a piece of cheese. That's all I've been able to hold down. And, it hit me like a brick, and, just put me in the bed. I'm not even kidding. Put me in, I was down, you guys. I was totally down. And, but I'm feeling better today. And so I'm up and around, But what I was wanting to touch base with you guys, even though, y'all, this is so funny, but I felt so guilty, even being sick and in the bed and not being able to do anything. I mean, it was getting old, It was getting old. And so I did sit on the edge of the bed, even though I felt like crap, And I thought, what can you be doing, There's got to be something you can be doing other than just, laying in this bed being even more sore. How it just makes you so sore. And I'll share it with you guys. I'll insert a clip. But what I did, I pulled open my top drawer, you guys, on my nightstand, And I thought, well, I can at least declutter this, because y'all, I'm still in this whole decluttering mess, right? Declutter, trying to get rid of as much mess as I can. And I didn't clean it out. I didn't wipe the drawer out or anything, but y'all, I got rid of all that mess in that top drawer, and there's just not a whole lot in there now. And so my whole nightstand, and again, what I've been saying in previous videos about just doing a little bit at a time, and you'll eventually, get it right. Well, now my whole entire nightstand is done. That top drawer is done. I did a video showing y'all that underwear drawer, I did. And, you can go back and watch it if you want to, but got that in order and got my pajama drawer in order. And, it took me a while. It took me a while to get it to that point. But y'all, that whole nightstand right now is perfect for me and my needs. And it's not cluttered up. And I'm happy about it. Couple other projects. Well, I'll tell you another one. When I was real sick, and I mean, I won't go into detail. I won't. It was just awful. But there was one day I was able to sit up and sit in the floor, and same type of feelings, I was getting about, you got to be able to do something, get up out of this bed, just sit up and do something. And so I got in the floor, and wound up pulling open my bottom dresser drawer where I keep all my shorts, right? It was neatly, like I had those shorts folded, and they were like, you know, like a file system, and I just had rows of these shorts, right? Well, I knew for a fact, you guys, that I could not fit in half of those shorts. So I decluttered my shorts drawer, and holy cow, y'all, now I don't have hardly any, I mean, I've got shorts, but I do need to shop for about 3 more pairs of shorts that actually fit. I've got a lot of gym shorts and shorts that, you know, raggedy shorts that I can wear down at the boat. But, you know, nice shorts, yeah, I'm going to have to go shopping because I'm gaining weight, you know. But I will tell you this, having this, whatever this sickness is, I've lost 5 pounds, you know. It's not how I want to lose it, but it is what it is. But you know, it'll probably come right back after I'm able to eat right again. And so anyway, I do need to get a couple of pair, I think, nice shorts that actually fit, that don't hurt when you button them, you know. So anyway, I was able to declutter that drawer even when I was sick, man. I could stay up for like just a few minutes, then I'd have to go back down. And then I'd get up and I'd do a little more, and I had, but it was little things. It was just little things right there in my room. And anyway, got that done. And so got another pretty good pile of things bagged up, and it's already in the trunk of my car. I had John do that. My closet in the laundry room, you know, I had ordered a couple little hooks, systems to hang my broom and mop and stuff like that. Y'all, I was able to get that. I'll include that too, because I did get a little bit of video of that, and of John hanging those things. And once he did that, I was able to empty out another drawer, you guys, in the laundry room. It's empty. So that's another drawer. And you know, I've been on this kick, you know, to empty out as many drawers as I can. And I want to say I emptied one over here in this little bar area, kitchen area here in the office. I think I emptied one out there too. But anyway, I'll do a run through. You know, this is just my little intro, you guys, you know, what's going on with me. But I want to hit on something real quick, you guys, about, you know, if you're my age, which, you know, I'm not really retirement age, you know, I'm 53, okay, but I've been retired since I was 46. So, but you know, if you can, have a conversation with your spouse or partner, or, you know, whoever, about what your retirement, what you want it to look like, you know. Y'all, we bought this big old house, right? It is my dream home. It is my dream home to have all this space and everything. Is it a headache? Yes. Do I kill myself in it? Sure. Yeah, I do. Is it costly to maintain? Extremely, yes, it is. Do we use even half of it? No. So, I want to encourage you guys, have a conversation with your spouse about what you want your retirement to look like. You know, it's coming up for John especially. You know, I'm already retired, and so, you know, I'm in it. But still, you want to have hopes and dreams no matter where you're at in your life, you know. And so we've had a couple of fantastic conversations about what our next journey is going to look like. We've got the houseboat, we've got the ski boat. That's our nice little second home that we've got. In all reality, this dream home right here that we have, it's not going to be our retirement home. And, it's a little sad on one hand because you just want everything. You just want, it's not feasible. It's not feasible, if something happened to one of us, could the other one sustain and maintain everything here? The maintenance, y'all, the pool maintenance alone, the cost of the pool, it's just a lot. So no, this cannot be our forever home, our retirement home. It can't. And so we were, talking about what our new journey, what our future was going to look like, So, it's sad in a way. In another way, it's a little bit exciting to think, well, hey, if we downsize and if we're debt free, okay, that's a biggie. Being debt free, y'all. Yeah. There's not a lot of people totally debt free. Totally debt free. That's where you want to get. You want to be at that point. So that's exciting to know that could be in our future. Freedom. Having the freedom to do things like if you want to go out to eat that night, you don't have to worry about if you have money in order to do it. You just go do it. If you get a wild hair and want to fly to Florida for a 3-day weekend, you have the freedom to do that. Those things are important. And, it seems like for all these years, we've pretty much been in handcuffs as far as getting stuff. Even though it's been a wonderful, wonderful life, fantastic life. But, we have been handcuffed to certain things. And so as sad as the thought was, to think about leaving this big old house at some point, and it's not right now, y'all, but at some point, yeah, it's going to happen. But man, having the peace and the freedom, that's pretty exciting to me. Our absolute favorite place to visit is Anna Maria Island in Florida. And y'all, this is kind of funny, but I've got family that just built a house 20 minutes away, and a brand new house, and it's so beautiful. I've seen pictures of it. I haven't seen it in person yet, but this summer we plan on going just for a weekend or whatever. But I think about that, and I've talked to the family member, and they're like, we're right down the road from your dream spot that you always like to vacation to. And so that's, to me, having the option to go however many times a year just to go. My dream for a long time was to move to Florida. And, if I could visit there, fly there several times a year, that may fill that hole, that I have of Florida, being in Florida. So, in order for all that to happen, yeah, you have to get with your spouse and really make some plans, because you guys, their dream may not be your dream. And I think it's important to stay on the same page because there may have to be some compromise, you know, and how are you going to know unless you communicate about it, talk about it? And so, you know, I enjoyed last night. We talked and did this morning too, you know. And I had a family member, I'll just tell you this, last night told me, when it comes to making decisions, don't worry about it until it's time to make the decision. When the time is present for you to make a decision, that's when you act. But until then, you know, why stress yourself out or worry yourself to death? And y'all, I'm the world's worst about doing that. I want to be way ahead of the game. And it's ridiculous to do that. And sometimes it's a waste to do that. But anyway, you know, I have been really blessed in my life. And coming from not much, you guys, and I look back and I think, you know, and I know you guys that are my age, you do the same thing. You look back and you see all your accomplishments and where you've come from, and you know, it makes you proud. It's a proud feeling. And then you enter kind of a new chapter or journey, or maybe you're not entering it quite yet, but it's coming. It's coming. And so it's a little bit scary, you know, but it's also a little bit exciting too, to show y'all how ugly it is outside. So, you know, it's just a lot, you know, it is. It's just a lot. And I think it's important to talk those things out and make sure that you're on the same page with your spouse, and make it exciting and, like, you know, almost like an adventure of what your next journey or chapter is going to look like. And it helps me. It helps me with my anxiety, you know. Well, you know, what about this? What about that? Well, oh my gosh, if we downsize and we go to a little bitty place, you know, what are we going to do with all this stuff? You know, what are we going to do? And blah, blah, blah. But just like my family member told me, don't make a decision until it's time. And when it's time, that's when you will make a decision. But until then, you're just going to make yourself sick. So, you know, I got some really, really good advice last night about that. So, anyway, y'all, I have rambled long enough. I am going to show you guys that little bit that I did even when I was sick, you guys. Even when I was sick, what I was able to do. And y'all, I'm still not over this mess, but I do feel so much better. I do. So yeah, I got clutter, y'all. I've got clutter. It's not the end of the world. It's just a little bit of clutter and look, this screaming demon here. Y'all, I moved it. You know, it was way down there. I moved it down here so I wouldn't have to hear it, thinking, you know, it would kind of muffle it some being down there. But anyway, well, y'all, I'm going to show you guys what little bit I did get done. And yeah, I'll pick back up here in just a second, you guys. Okay, now we've got John hanging. He's in the middle of that, stripped out one bit. So he's gonna get the stuff hung so that we can organize this better. So yeah, so then we'll have a place for all of these goodies here. So yeah, I'm ready to get this in order here. So I'll be back. Okay, you guys, let's go in here so I can show you guys what I did. What is that? It's something that does not belong. It's a hair tie. Something all the time, y'all. It does not belong in the laundry room. Oh, little things, you know, it's just little things all the time, but no big deal. Okay, what I want to show y'all is, you know, in this closet. Oh, let me back up, y'all. Okay, this still has not been touched, y'all. I had to come up with some kind of system. I hadn't touched that up there either, but it's little bits and pieces at a time, you guys. So I had to get this in order first, to get the vacuum cleaner out of there, get it in here. And y'all, ultimately that meant I had to get rid of my O-Cedar, not my O-Cedar mop, but the one that had the spray nozzle on it. I didn't have room. I did not have room. And I thought, okay, you've got this much space. If you've got too much stuff, you got to get rid of stuff. And I'll just tell you right now, that is something else that's fixing to be donated. And y'all know, I have done videos in the past. When I first started doing videos on YouTube about this system here, you know, it cleans the brushes, it does all this stuff. It was expensive. Don't like it. It's fixing to be donated. I'm afraid it's fixing to have to go, because I did get a corded vacuum, and I think for me, that's the best option. So this needs to go. It does. And there's just no reason for me to keep it. I'm not using it. Why hang on to it? And, you know, my mind says, well, Cindy, because you spent X amount of money on it. That's something we have to get over, you guys. We have to. You know, it was a bad choice because it doesn't work for me here on these floors. It does not work. So it just does not make sense for me to keep that. Let me show y'all in here what the end result of John, and I will, you know, post a clip of him doing this stuff. What this closet wound up looking like, and you can look at my previous videos and see what it did look like. All this stuff was just crammed in here and just like leaned up against the corners and stuff. But what I wound up doing, this little doohickey here, it holds my brooms and my Bona system, and it also has hooks. Well, those hooks, you know, I thought, well, I'm not going to use those hooks. I didn't think I would. I just needed some place to hang my brooms and stuff. And I needed room for my shampooer and my vacuum cleaner, my steam mop. And I did have one extra thing, y'all, that I didn't have a place for up here. And that was that duster thing that comes on that long telescope handle. I didn't have space for it over here. And I put it in my donation pile, and I thought, okay, hang on now. You know, because the end of it, it's got that furry end that's dirty. You probably can't even see it. But, you know, I thought, oh, that's nasty. I'm getting rid of that. But I thought, hang on just a minute. You can put a towel, rubber band it to the end, but that telescope handle you can still use for getting up high, you know, high up in the corners and all that stuff. So I did hang on to it momentarily. So it's still kind of just wedged in there. But I did wind up getting this system put in place. That works great to hang these things. Got my ironing board hung, And y'all, when I figured out, okay, I'm not just going to let these little hooks go to waste here. What can I do there? Well, if you'll remember in my previous video, one or two back, you know, when I did my outside throwaway rags, which they're still looks the same, okay? I had my mopping stuff. I had created this just for my mop heads, mop accessories, you know. Well, now it is empty other than this manual that I do need to hang on to, because y'all, I've used this carpet shampooer one time on one area rug. So I really don't even know how to use it. So I'm going to hang on to that manual. Does it belong here? No. So basically, and again, y'all, this hadn't been dusted out or anything, but that's another drawer that is empty. So what I was able to achieve was I took all that mopping stuff and I utilized these hooks, and I put my Bona pads in here. I put my steam mop pads in here, and even my spin mop. I didn't have hooks for them, but I managed to hang them on this ironing board. The hooks held them. So I put them there. You know, I just wanted to keep all the cleaning stuff in here, and it looks so much better. And I'll tell you something, when I asked John if he would hang this stuff for me, he was like, sure. And I said, well, let me take the stuff out first. And when I took everything out, I am not kidding y'all, it was insane at the dog hair. Y'all that have dogs, I don't know how the dog hair gets into closed areas. It does. The whole bottom of this was plumb full of dust and black dog hair. Gobs of it, you guys. A bunch. It was so bad. And so I swept it out, wiped it out, and it was just, I couldn't believe it. You know, how dust and dog hair gets into spaces, it's insane to me. But anyway, so yes, this is organized. I'm okay with it. I was able to put that extra vacuum cleaner, the one that I use always now, and it's the pet one. It's the I do recommend it, y'all. It's the Shark Duo something. I don't know. It's the one for the pets. That thing sucks big time, and I like it. That's my go-to. Even though it's got that cord you have to kind of wrangle, it's still worth it to me, y'all. I love it. So anyway, I was able to get that done, and I'm really happy about it. Now, I've still got all these cabinets to do, and they're not bad. They're not real bad, but I want to empty them. I want to empty out as much as I can. So that's where I'm at on that. But you guys, I'm so proud of this, and you know, I feel like it's a big accomplishment, and I'm happy. I'm happy with it. So that's just one more little area that I got done. So let me show you something else. Y'all, I came in here to make the bed. I don't know if your husband does this or not, but I want you to look at her, but does your husband do that? You know, tear the bottom sheet off. The bottom sheet, y'all. Bottom sheet, top sheet. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. How does somebody do that? You know, anyway, that's, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But that thing right there says, hey, I don't care if the sheet's pulled off the mattress. I like my place where I'm at right now. You know, I'm good. I'm happy. Okay, before I forget it, you guys, I'm back in here, back in here in the office, and I knew that I had cleaned out a drawer in here, and I just wanted to show you guys. And yes, this is the beverage fridge for in here. And, you know, I try to keep this all clear, you know. These drawers here, y'all, I was able to empty, I think, yeah, this one. It's not been cleaned out. But I was able to empty another drawer, y'all. That is fantastic, okay? It tickles me to death to empty a drawer because I don't like having stuff scattered all over the place. And I'll just show y'all. Let's just start over here, okay? You know, here's the little sink. Y'all, this is so nice. I'll tell you guys. And I'm probably not going to have this forever, so I want to remember this. This space is just fantastic. It is so nice. But look, I didn't even know that opened. I must have at some point. There's a sponge in there. But let me just show you. This is not bad. It's not bad. There's a cleaner. There's paper towels. Y'all, that's an outside TV cover. That cover does not fit our outside TV. I don't know what size it fits, but we've got it. That's what's down there. But it's not just billowing out. It's just kind of, it's minimal. I'm all right with it. It's not hurting nothing. I'm okay with it. These drawers here, I've just got a couple, not many, hand towels in here because we just don't do a whole lot in here. Plus, I've got these hand towels hanging there. So, you know, I'm trying to keep things minimal. There's three. Y'all, there's 3 towels in here, okay? This one, y'all, this is all John. That every bit of that. That's electrical stuff. That's gonna be his job. This stuff does not go here. It doesn't. This is a bar. Okay? Why have anyway? That's gonna be on him. It might be on me. I might have to bag it up, put it all in a bag, and put it in the garage or put it out in the outbuilding out there and just let him figure out what to do with it. I hadn't touched it because I don't know what this stuff is. It's electrical stuff. Here's another John drawer. You know, this is a toilet thing, toilet stuff. You know, I don't know. You know, it's kind of like there's so many drawers in this house that you just stick stuff wherever. But again, this is the bar area. Do you need toilet stuff in your bar drawer? No. So that needs help, but that's going to be on John. That one down there, I emptied. That one is empty. This one here, it doesn't have much. It's got some napkins. It's got some straws. There's a wine opener, which I don't really drink that much wine at all. Here's a remote. I don't know what it goes to. Some kind of lights. And at one time I had lights up under here and it crapped out. It didn't work good. So I may just need to chunk that. But it's still not, you know, this paper's not the best here. It's not bad, but it could be bad. It could be empty. I could empty this. So that may be coming up. This cabinet down here is like, it's a pull-out drawer that has, I guess you could put, it's kind of, in a disarray. It is. It's like, uh, liquor type stuff and his cigar type stuff. And, like this, it's shavings. I don't know what kind of shavings, but you can smoke. If y'all don't know this about John, he collects bourbon. He's a collector. He loves finding rare bourbons, hard to get bourbons. That's his thing. And I can show you guys. He's got quite the collection. He's all the time looking for different types of bourbons. And one of our good friends gifted him one time some kind of a, I don't know what you call it, you guys, but where you can put bourbon in I can't explain it. You put it in something with shavings. This is a torch thing. You smoke it. You can smoke it, and it gives it a different taste or whatever. See, here's a butane thing. Anyway, he's very interested in the science behind it, the history behind, the bourbon. He's just kind of, drawn to that. Y'all, not that he just drinks bourbon all the time, but he does collect it. And, it's kind of nice if he's got friends that come over and they can smoke a cigar and sip a rare type of bourbon that he's found. That's something that he sort of enjoys, and it doesn't hurt anything. It's fine with me. And if we ever leave this place, I'm like, well, what are we gonna do with all that mess? It might have to go, your little collection. I don't know, but a lot of it is very expensive. And I don't collect anything, nothing. I don't want the clutter. But when you live with someone and they like rare, hard to find things, you've got to compromise. And little decanters and just different things. And so that's what he's interested in, and I'm not gonna balk that. That's his hobby, and it's not mine at all. But a lot of that stuff is in here, and it's got these couple different shelves, and there's just random stuff. So that's what's in there, and this could be cleaned out. I could probably work on that. It's probably gonna need him to work on that, because heck, I don't know what's what when it comes to that cigar stuff or bourbon stuff. I don't know. I don't have a clue. But anyway, my big rah is that one bottom drawer right there that I was able to clean out. And the rest of these drawers here on this side, I think I might can clean out a couple more. And so that's my goal. So got that done. So pretty proud about that. Okay, you guys, this light in the closet, master closet, it went out. And so John's fixing it. He's replacing the light. And he's replacing it with, nothing fancy, not a fancy light. But the light that was there, you guys, it was just bulbs. It didn't even have a cover on it. And so he went to Home Depot and got another one. And just put up there, and it made a world of difference, y'all. It was so bright, I couldn't believe. I don't know if it was the cover or what, but it really made a big difference, and I was happy that he was able to do that. Look at that light. Whoa, isn't that something? That's bright. Wow. Yeah, that helps. That's a lot better.
A lot better.
Yeah, much better. Okay, I was telling you guys about cleaning out that shorts drawer. It's that one, that bottom one, and it was crammed. It was crammed, plumb full. But now it was pretty organized, but it was tight. Y'all, it was so tight. To pull out a pair of shorts, half of them I already knew were a no-go. I kept those in the back, but I did manage to declutter this, and it's not going to look that decluttered. It's not going to look decluttered. It's not. But I want to tell you something. This whole section here and part of this, let's see. So this section, part of this section is going to wind up at the boat. So that's going to be gone, okay, as soon as I go back. So that's going to leave me with this. And what I kept was the shorts that kind of fit. Y'all, they don't fit good, though. I'll just be honest. They don't. But I did, you would not believe the amount of shorts that I got out of here. And it's weird because this drawer still looks full. It still looks so full. Now, when I go to the boat, I'll take a couple weeks worth of clothes. But when I go to, just think about it. If I look at the space, I've got them kind of spread out. There is room. There is room. I could do a little better in here. There's still room on every one of these sections. There's still room for more. Do I want more? Y'all, to be honest, this is a lot of shorts, okay? Even though this is going to be gone, it's going to go to the boat. Half of this is going to be gone. So I'm left with this, okay? Here where I'm living right now, we've got the entertainment area out back. We've got the pool and all this stuff. Most of this stuff I would not wear out in public, but I do wear it around the pool. I wear these shorts when I'm spreading mulch or working outside. That's this stuff, basically. It's around the pool stuff. In my future, there's not going to be a pool, you guys. There's not going to be one. So, and these don't fit just perfect either. So, time, it's going to take me some time to totally get rid. These do fit. They're not going to be needed, I don't think, in my next journey of life. I don't. And that's why I was saying earlier, I think I do need to purchase maybe 2 or 3 pair of nice shorts that fit. Not old ones that I've got from Goodwill. Just a couple of pair of good shorts. And I've been so dang frugal my whole life that it's just hard for me to say, it's okay to go out and buy something nice, good quality, whatever. I don't know what it is about me. I'm just really frugal with everything. And so yeah, I mean, I look forward to getting rid of this stuff here, this side, taking this stuff to the boat. This side needs to be, it still needs help, and it also needs to be replaced with 2, maybe 3 pair of decent shorts that fit right, that don't make me look like I'm stuffed, you know. You know what I mean, you guys, you know, stuffed into a pair of pants or shorts or whatever, you know. That's what these look like because they're old, and most of these are not, I did not purchase these brand new. Not, I grant you, well, honestly, none of them. No, maybe these, maybe these holy ones. I've got 2 of them. They've got the, you know, rip parts. I think I did buy those. The rest of them, all Goodwill. And, you know, I'm going to have to, this is kind of like my first level of decluttering. It still looks like a lot. But I still also feel good that y'all, I decluttered so many pairs of shorts. It's unbelievable at the amount that I got rid of. You know, I'm going back to what I was saying earlier. You know, it's just little bits by little bits, basically. If you can just make your space a little better, you know, it don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be totally minimal from the jump. But how are you going to get minimal until you start chipping away? How are you going to get there to that point? So this is where I'm at, and this is a perfect example. You know, I'm getting rid of as much as I can, knowing I've got 2 homes. Some of this is going to go. Some of this I'm not going to wear to a nice place. I'm going to wear this around working in the yard and stuff. It's a process is what I'm saying. And, you know, with our lives changing, this stuff right here, it's going to look different too. It's going to look real different. Now, my workout stuff, unless I get too fat for them, you know, I'm going to keep all this stuff, this slouchy, you know, sportswear, you know, shorts, gym shorts and stuff. Y'all, I can wear that at the boat. I can wear it here in the, working in the flower beds and stuff. I can wear this stuff. But I have 2 places to split them in. And so anyway, but I still feel like I need a couple of pair of decent shorts that fit, that look nice, that I can wear out to dinner or to a family gathering or whatever it is, you know. But I'm telling you guys, most of this is Goodwill stuff. And, you know, I'm just, it's hard to get away from being, when you're so tight and you're so frugal, sometimes it's just real hard to break away from that. So anyway, but again, I'm still proud. Y'all, I still feel like I've accomplished something by getting rid. Y'all, it was a bag. It was a whole bag of shorts that I got rid of. So let that be an encouragement. And I've got room in this drawer. Do I want to fill it up with more? No, I don't. No, that's not my goal. I'm just saying this is a start. This is a dent. And I'm going to do better. I can do better than this. And I plan on it. I do. And you know, it's just one little step at a time. And, you know, when I decluttered this, it was just one little step. So, yeah. So, regardless, I am tickled. I got some stuff out of my home, out of my house that I did not need, that I could not wear. And it's just something that we've got to keep a check on all the time. And y'all, that's just where I'm at. I don't know if that's where you're at, but that's where I'm at. So I don't know what else to say about it. Let's just okay, you guys. Let's see what we did in here. Let me first say, if you're a female living alone, or even if you're not, you guys, even if you're married, okay, or have a partner, it doesn't matter. Before I show you, because I was going to show you, you know, what I did in that top drawer, you know, when I was sick. And I was just sitting there, right there on the edge of the bed, and I was just pulling stuff out. First, I want to say, you guys, and this is just my opinion, and it differs, you know, from a lot of folks. Have some kind, I'm not saying, okay, how am I going to say this right to where I don't get a bunch of hate? If you don't like guns, okay, have some means of protection close, somewhere in your room. It does not matter. Somewhere in your room. I don't care if it's a bat under your bed. Always have some means of protection. Some mean of protection. That you please do. The world that we live in today, you guys, is nuts. We need to have some type of protection all the time. I mean, you know, that's just the life we live nowadays. So, with saying that, I did remove what I have. I don't want to share that on YouTube. I don't want to share, you know, how I protect myself on YouTube, because really, I mean, it's a personal preference. It really is. I just want to put that out there, y'all. But I did remove mine. So, y'all, so when I was here sitting on the edge of this bed and I was so sick and just, it was so bad. And so I, you know, was pulling out this drawer and I thought, what can I do? What can I do? Well, this is what I did. And y'all, nothing is clean in this room. I mean, it's put together. It's put together. It looks fine. Is it clean? No. It's not. It's dusty. It needs to be dusted. All this good stuff. But let me just show you what I wound up doing. Y'all, this was another drawer that was plumb full. Okay. All I kept in here was a little extra coaster. Y'all, this thing here, y'all, look for it on Temu. It was $1 or maybe less than $1, but it's to hold your phone. So if you're washing dishes and you need to hold your phone up, this will do it. It won't accommodate the cord, but if you're just watching something, yeah, for $1 or less, yeah, very, very worth it. Got that from Temu. So I keep that in here because I use the heck out of that thing. Okay, so I got this bin. I have this little mask. Y'all, I don't use this mask. But I might. I'm going to hang on to it. You know, since I've been sick, I did use it a couple times. But, I mean, typically I don't sleep with a mask. This little bin here, I'll just pull it out. What I've got in it, I've got a little bit of lotion, not like I did have. A little bit of lotion, a flashlight. Y'all, I've got needle and thread in here too. I don't have a sewing basket, and that might be something I look at in the future, because I know I've got a bin up in the attic that's got like craft stuff, sewing stuff, fabric glue, stuff like that. But I need to designate a special place for that. But I do have needle and thread here. I got a couple pens. I've got some Kleenex. I don't know why I got the Kleenex there. I've never used it. It's been there for a while, but it's there. Chapstick. Okay, that's what I've got there. So I was able to put all that in that little container bin, and y'all, think it came from the Dollar Tree. Did that over here on this side, and again, this hasn't been cleaned out, wiped out, nothing. I just decluttered it, you know. Over here, I've got a couple little notepads. I've got my Bible, and then this thing, y'all know what that is. You know, way back in the day at church, you know, we used to use those things when it got hot in church. But this thing I hung on to, and I'll just tell you, I got this in Las Vegas, and we went to see this musical, and they were handing this out, you know, this menopause musical, and it was just kind of a funny thing. But y'all, I've used this thing so many times, so I just keep it here because I use it. I mean, you could use anything, a fan, a piece of paper, you know, whatever, but I just use that. And so, yeah, that was another thing that I was able to declutter even when I was sick, just sitting right here on the edge of my bed, because I've got to get rid of stuff, y'all, if I'm going to prepare myself for my next journey. That, you know, what I was talking about before, I don't know what my next journey is, what it's going to look like, but I want to be prepared for it. And that means get rid of all this extra or clutter, so that I don't have to worry about it when the time comes. So, but yeah, there you go. That's my top drawer. And you know what? To be honest, I could probably even do a little bit better. But there's a couple more things that I'll do, and I'll share later on. I've got a couple places right here in the bedroom. You know, I've got this chair. You know, it doesn't really go here. You know, I put it here because I like to watch TV in here sometimes. I needed a chair, okay? I brought this from down upstairs. I've got this basket. Y'all, this basket needs to be decluttered. That's another thing. Look at all that mess. You know, that's another thing that I can do while I'm watching a show, sitting here watching a show or a YouTube video. I could do that. Plus, I have this little bin back here, and y'all, it's got my YouTube stuff in it. It's got my little light, my little tiny ring light. It's got a notebook of ideas and just different things in it. What else does it have in it? Well, I guess that's it. But I think what's happened, I know that I've got a microphone. Yep, my microphone and stuff. I need to work on this. Listen to my dog barking. I need to work on this because some of my YouTube stuff needs to go in that other bin. And, like my mic and, you know, whatever. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to close this down. And I appreciate you guys hanging with me and, you know, doing what I do. Oh, God, I showed that. I'm going to have to put a sticker on top of that thing. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. And, you know, I'm doing the best I can, and that's what I want you to do too. Just do the best you can. And if it just means that top drawer, you know, if that's all you can do that day, do that top drawer. And you know what? You're going to feel so good that, I don't know, there's just so much peace that it brings. Not having to maintain all this mess, bunch of junk that we've got. Y'all, we got so much junk, just trash junk, uh, stuff we hadn't used in years. Y'all, it's time. We've got to address this stuff. And it's time for me. And anyway, you guys, I hope and pray you get something out of this. It's, I listen to myself. I have to tell myself things and really make myself believe it too. And, I'm just doing little bits at a time, y'all. That's all we can do. So just do a little bit, y'all. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.